Hi. Well, I have been asked to give you an overview about the key highlights in multiple myeloma during this Eha 2025 Congress in the beautiful city of Milan. Well, I can assure you, the weather is very hot, but we are really enjoying ourselves. The conference is fantastic. The scientific content is amazing, overcrowded, and this is why, in summary, when it comes to newly diagnosed multiple myeloma, we have in this Congress a presentation of the famous MIDAS trial from the IFM group. And you know, this trial has just been published in the New England Journal of Medicine by Dr. Perot and colleagues. And it has established actually the proof of concept of the use of MRD to guide treatment. Another highlight when it comes to MRD is about a dedicated session between EHA and IMS, the International Myeloma Society, where a survey on MRD was presented among European users, and of course the role of MRD. When it comes also to consensus efforts, we've seen in this meeting the presentations of the consensus guidelines by EHA and EMN, actually about these recommendations in the relapse refractory setting, which were published very recently in high impact peer-reviewed journal. In the newly diagnosed multiple myeloma, I would like to mention the presentation in the elderly non-transplant eligible patient of the use of elranatamab plus daratumumab lenalidomide. We all know that Dara-Len-Dex is a standard of care, and now, thanks to the magnetism MM6 trial, we have likely a new regimen in this elderly population. Also, of course, it's about immune therapy, and the biggest success and the most popular presentations are about CAR T cells, bispecifics, but also trispecifics. So let me start with the CAR T cells. We've seen the long-term follow-up of the CARTITUDE-1 trial with the cilta-cel construct, and this long-term follow-up has just been published in the Journal of Clinical Oncology, and the results suggest that with long-term follow-up more than 5 years, actually we may expect some long-term disease control in at least 1/3 of the patient. But the CAR T-cell story will not stop with cilta-cel. We have some exciting data with anito-cel, which is a very new, smart, fancy construct with a special configuration, also showing some interesting data. Immunotherapy is also about bispecific antibodies, and it's not anymore about single agent use of bispecific antibodies. We have the anti-BCMA bispecific already approved, teclistamab, elranatamab, and widely used. Recently we had the approval of linvoseltamab. And actually we have a presentation now going into the combinations of the bispecific plus other anti-myeloma agents. And I was very fortunate, very glad to see the results of linvoseltamab plus carfilzomib. It looks like that the proteasome inhibitors are good partners of the bispecific anti-BCMA, bispecific antibodies. When it comes to bispecific, it's also about combinations, combining teclistamab plus talquetamab, already published in the New England Journal of Medicine. Really amazing results, especially in terms of response rate. Of course, the feasibility in real life is still yet to be established, but this is extremely very promising about targeting two tumor antigen. And that brings me to the role of trispecifics. And the trispecifics are amazingly popular in this meeting. We have the J&J trispecific data being released now, targeting both BCMA and GPRC5D. And what is really beautiful about this trispecific construct is that you may able to achieve the same efficacy like when using the two bispecific together, but you're not worried about the toxicity or the same level of adverse events. And this is interesting. It means that a trispecific can be as effective, even maybe more effective than using together two bispecific, and it can lead to a better safety profile. And when it comes to trispecific, I still need to be fair and also mention that we have some relatively good data, excellent safety profile, excellent efficacy with another trispecific targeting CD38 and BCMA, namely the ISB 2001. Now, it's not only about immunotherapy, it's about also some innovations in terms of delivering to patients these incredibly effective treatment. And this is why I was very impressed with the OBDS, the new device, the next generation way of delivering actually these drugs. And here I'm talking, as you may guess, about the on-body delivery system, which is being developed with isatuximab, which is an anti-CD38 monoclonal antibody. And we've seen the results of some of the trial using now subcute isatuximab in combination with this on-body delivery system. And this is bringing a lot of added value to patients, and in terms of convenience, but also to healthcare professionals. But also, I think this is really the next generation of the way we are going to deliver these highly effective treatment. And last but not least, I would like to mention the session which discussed actually the new definition of a high-risk multiple myeloma by the IMS, the International Myeloma Society. And this new classification has been published very recently by Professor Hervé Avé-Loiseau in the Journal of Clinical Oncology. And now, of course, the next step is about to discuss the definition maybe of ultra high-risk multiple myeloma. So the multiple myeloma landscape looks amazing. Every year we see advances, incredible advances, and these advances are truly translating into a benefit in terms of survival for the patient, but not only survival, but survival with good quality of life. And this is exactly what we would like to achieve at the end of the day, namely allowing patients to live long and well. So this is why I'm really, really optimistic about the future.